How's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we just opened up our new location and I am excited and more than happy to announce that we are hiring. So if you're an artist and you have a solid clientele, good energy, good vibes, then get in contact with me. We are also accepting guest spots, so if you want a guest spot for a weekend or a whole week or 2 weeks, let me know. But the first project I'm gonna be doing in this building is gonna be crazy. This week I have my client flying in from Atlanta to get a full sleeve in 2 days. So with that being said, let's get this day started. Let's go. So what are your ideas as far as what, how you're trying to approach it?
Yeah,
we have a big project, so.
Yeah, I did write down a couple ideas. So one thing that I generally kind of like, that I see a lot, is just like space stuff. To me, it looks really cool. Like, I was just really thinking, but I was trying to think, well, what about movies, right? Because I'm a cinematographer. And I was like, what about movies that have inspired me? Or a director, for instance, my favorite director is Christopher Nolan, who has like movies like Inception and like Interstellar, which again is like the space theme. Say, hey, I want this to be, obviously, I put it in the email, I want it to be something that you're super proud of.
Because we're gonna do something epic, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, perfect. I think we have more than enough to work with, and I feel like we just gotta customize and put it together.
To bed at like 8. I
went
and got some of those gummies. Some little.
You knocked out.
I dosed up on those, man, and I was out. What made y'all want to move from your old place? Just
we couldn't
space?
fit anymore. Because we have it upstairs too, but we're still fixing it.
Feels weird just having a hairless arm.
And tattoos look better when you shave, so I'm just saying.
I know, I'm gonna have to keep it shaved now.
You're gonna have to keep it shaved. Dude, look at the difference.
I know.
It's insane.
It is. It's crazy, dude.
Like, you're like half Mexican and half... Well, that smells good.
Yeah, smells like I'm about to get a tattoo. I smell pain.
I know, literally.
I smell pain.
Actually, right there, perfect. Let me concentrate up in here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Let me see, relax your arm. I'm gonna have you check out the placement on the mirror. What a project.
Yeah, we about to be in it.
Let's go. That's some stars. Now you're getting excited about these stars. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. Ready? Give it a sound effect. I'm gonna do 3 dots. Ready? Wow. Sound like a chicken.
I don't know. That's all I got.
I know, but I couldn't get past the first one.
The sound threw him off.
He threw me off with that one. That's funny, bro.
Are you doing it?
Oh my god, that's funny. So what I'm doing here, I am adding the white highlights, and because I don't want to come back to the forearm, so I'm just gonna do the whole entire thing. Put some ointment on it, keep it moisturized throughout the day. That way, by the time we're done, I don't have to come back to the bottom part of the forearm here, and it's less painful. Because as soon as I'm done with this, I'm moving on to the arm, and yeah, I want to leave this area finished. So if you're thinking about doing a whole outer sleeve, there's 2 ways to approach it. If you are splitting the project into 2 days, I would suggest for you guys to do the forearm, the arm first, That way you are wiping down, and the second day do the forearm. But since I'm doing it all in one day, I started from the bottom up and completing by sections. Or there's a third way that you can do it, which I don't like it personally, but it's also very effective, where you start tattooing the arm, you put on the stencil on the arm, you finish it, and then you guys take a break, whatever, and then you put on the second stencil on the forearm and continue to navigate through the outer sleeve. But since today I'm doing it all in one day, I want to make sure that the forearm is completed before I touch the arm. But other than that, I am static. Is that a word? That is a word, huh? Static?
Ecstatic.
Ecstatic. With the X? X?
I don't know how you, yeah.
Or ES?
Yeah, ecstatic.
Doesn't sound right, guys. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense. Ecstatic. That's it. It sounds like somebody spelled it in Spanish. Ecstatic. Can I get a Sprite? You know what I mean?
Sprite.
Can we just switch it to an X just for today? Ecstatic.
Ecstatic.
You know
That's
what I
fine.
mean?
I'm fine with it.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good. Close enough.
It just sounds exquisite.
Yeah.
How do you say when you're about to finish and you're home stretch?
There you go.
Home stretch. Damn, I didn't know that. Damn. Proud of myself. This is it. We're almost done. I like how quiet it is, and you can hear the machine. My bad. You got it? You good?
It's rough, but I'll be all right.
All right, almost there. Come on. Let's go, son. Let's go. I gotta get comfortable up in here. Next time somebody asks you, so how was your session? I don't know. Well, he was sitting on my back.
Yeah. This is definitely the worst it's been so far.
Turning colors like a movie.
Dude, I know.
What's that?
I'm wondering if y'all seeing me all double cheeked up, squeezing my butt cheeks.
Double cheeked up for sure. Are you ready?
Yo. As good as I'm gonna be. I'm telling you, dude, it's like, it's painful.
Oof.
It's, she's tender on the other side.
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Oh yeah. Bro, put me my song, bro. I need to get hyped up right now. Honestly, bro, today's gonna be a breeze. You know.
Good.
Putting that in your mentality.
Good.
That's the jam. Tra, tra. I don't know how many artists has given you a private dance, but
Hey, man.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. yesterday, to be honest. Maybe we would have, but maybe you would have been so like in pain at night.
Yeah. I thought of that too. I was like, I could probably fight through this, but I was like, but will I end up like convulsing when I get home?
Emotional damage. I'm glad you showed up, Chepe. Nobody else is coming.
Sunday is the first day of the week.
Ooh, damn.
You ain't wrong, man.
You ready for the first day of the week?
Let's go.
So this is officially the third day of tattooing. When you reach a point where you just get super tired, everything's just gonna hurt. You know, everything just gets painful. And yesterday I decided to call it because I know he was gonna push through it if I would have told him, hey, I want to keep going. But I knew that it was just too painful. His energy, his stamina, everything was just super low. He was just pretty much done yesterday. And I decided to call it because there's two things that could have happened if I would have kept going. And this is a good tip for everybody who's looking into doing huge projects like this back to back. If you keep going and the client is in pain, he's either gonna go in a state of shock where he's probably gonna throw up, maybe he's gonna faint, maybe he's gonna just feel super tired and sick, maybe get a fever. There's a lot of factors that can happen. And you know, it's better just to call it if you have that extra day. Obviously you can, you know, if your client is local, then you can just, you know, oh, come back in 2 weeks, you know. But in this case, if you're an artist that gets clients from out of state, now that's where it gets tricky, and you have to know when to stop, how to navigate, and how to approach that situation. Because, you know, if he starts feeling sick, what are you gonna do, you know? And that's why I'm here, so you can see what I'm doing.
So I would say the smart thing you did in that case is that even though you knew you could do this in 2 days, you told me on the front end, you know, hey, 3 days, you know, and even that way I booked my trip accordingly, you know.
Yes.
Because we certainly could have finished yesterday, and that would have gave me, you know, just another day here not doing anything. But at the same time, thankfully we thought ahead, and we did have this extra time. So.
Yes. And that helps, you know. I mean, now today he came back and he's like, okay, I'm ready. You know, like even though he knows it's gonna hurt, at least now his energy levels are like up here. He had a good night's sleep, good breakfast, he has protein in his body, and ready to go back at it, you know. Because once you're mentally defeated, like, you're done, you know. There's no coming back from that.
I was trying to like psych myself up mentally, but it was like every time I'd say like you can do this, the other side of me was like, no, you can't.
No, you can't, bro. You
can't. Give up.
I mean, even you had food yesterday and you felt nauseous.
Yeah,
right?
I couldn't even really eat my dinner because.
And that's the same. You were just going through a lot. But yeah, always book that extra day just in case. But anyways, what I'm gonna do now is apply my blue here, and my approach is gonna be, because right now his energy levels are up here, I'm gonna attack these corners here. Even though it's gonna hurt, he has a lot of energy right now. So I definitely wanna put effort into the areas that is the most painful. That way he can relax by the time I get to the planets and the, you know, meteors. And for these planets, I do wanna add a darker background so the planets can be brighter. And for the full entire sleeve, the cartridge that I ended up using was a 14 round liner. And the reason why is because I just feel super comfortable with packing color with this cartridge because I use it so much, and I'm able to do faster coverage across the whole entire thing, you know, very easy. It allows me to move faster. A 14 round liner for me is my go-to for everything. And then as I'm going, I'm just kind of leaving negative space in random spots so I can add a white highlight and make it into a star. So it's not something I plan ahead, I just go with the flow. I'm just adding blue, and then I'm like, I might start right here. But I also keep in mind throughout the whole thing that I don't want to have two stars like next to each other. So I'll probably do 1, 2, separate them, 1, 2, separate them. That way it's not full of white dots everywhere. So it's kind of nicely separated and even throughout the piece. So since I have one here, I'll add another one right here and then stay away from this area until I move on to a different spot. As I get closer to the border here, I definitely wanna, I see this gap here and I'm gonna make it into a meteor because it's gonna make a good addition to connecting both sides. And I just see shapes, you know. And once I see that shape, I'm like, okay, that can turn into something. Because at the end of the day, if you have your meteors or if you have your concept memorized, you're able to make decisions like that. And I think I said this multiple times on different videos, where if you can make something into something else, even though it's not in your reference, do it, you know. Your best judgment, but you have to be 100% sure. That should be my slogan. If you can turn something into something else, do it. Don't be scared.
There you go.
And then on the bottom of that meteor, imperfections is what is gonna help you to make it look more realistic, because you're gonna add I'm gonna add a solid black line here to define the rock, and then this little imperfections is gonna seem like it's creating a highlight under that solid black. That way you don't have, you know, dark tones next to each other. But here on the top, make sure that it's solid. Perfect. So I'm gonna keep going with the same technique throughout the whole entire armpit and move on to the planets. Here we go. Last 3 minutes. Come on. You got it. You got it. Yep. You're good. The what?
I could do a whole nother sleeve right now.
That kind of energy, huh? Woo! You made it. You made it.
Done?
All right, so 3 days back to back, 21 hours. What was the most painful part out of the whole thing?
Man,
That you're like, I wouldn't do that again.
most painful part is the armpit, I think.
The armpit.
The armpit,
For sure.
the ditch area, and then the wrist.
The wrist.
And
Yeah,
the-
I didn't see you kind of like hurting on the wrist.
Well, I
Ugh.
thought the wrist was bad
Yeah,
until we got
until
to
you
the,
get to the armpit.
Until we got to the armpit. And
What
then-
about the elbow?
Yeah, the elbow.
The elbow
was-
sucked.
The
Yeah.
elbow was pretty bad too.
I think yesterday when I did your tricep, that's when it went to shit.
Yeah,
You know, because
quick.
I
Quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I could have navigated better on like going through the middle and then working my way to the tricep. But I feel like I was like, you know what, let's get the tricep out of the way, and that messed it up because that drained your energy like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, all of the skin on the back side is tender. There's a lot of ink packed in here.
There's a lot of ink packed in.
Yeah, this
and
is-
I hope that when I take the pictures, I'm able to capture like all this color, because it's like, it's so bright. It's like super bright.
It's bold. Night one
Uh-huh.
was rough. I got like 2 hours of sleep. So I think day two, I was really, my stamina was already down.
Oh, yeah.
because I
No
didn't-
sleep.
Yeah, I didn't get much sleep. I felt kind of dehydrated because the night one before I came in on day one,
Yeah.
I drank a crap ton of water.
And then during that day, you didn't drink water.
Exactly.
I feel like because the most important thing when it comes down to doing big projects like this is just being hydrated and have a ton of sleep. And you going on 2 hours of sleep and no water, by the time we got to the point of like your breaking point, then that's when you got nauseous. Other than that, damn, we made it. I thought you were gonna fight me at some point, to be honest.
I got a little hangry at some point yesterday.
I was like, this was gonna fight me right now.
Nah, dude. I mean, Mr. Reyes, Kevin, he's great. What you guys see in these videos is who he really is, right? Like,
Thank you so much.
yeah, you know, he's good to be around, fun.
Try to make the experience fun.
Yeah, you know.
You got a private dance.
I did get a private dance. It was
And then
slightly weird. But
and then a private mini concert of me singing 24/7.
that's right. He does sing a lot, yeah.
Other than that, let's go home, my
Let's
guy.
do
I'm
it.
ready to go eat some cookies.
I heard that.